Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this Saturday, August 23rd. I'm Mario Ramirez.
And I'm Chuck Gillespie. Good morning to you. Welcome to Saturday. Good morning to you, Mario. Good to see you again.
Yeah, we're sitting at 72, 73 degrees, but it's humid out there, no?
Very humid and going to be another hot day with temperatures approaching 90 and maybe even some storms later on. Let's take a look at our 9 First morning forecast as we start your morning. Hopefully not too stressed out. You don't have to run somewhere to work. Just relax on your couch with a cup of coffee, and thanks for joining us early. 73 degrees currently as we take a view downtown, and no precipitation anywhere throughout the area. We're dry for now, but it is going to change. We're not seeing it show up here. These will form later in the day, Illinois, Indiana, and slide in toward us probably by 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. All this other moisture sliding away. And this is the low pressure and the stationary boundary that's out in front of it that's sort of waffling and will continue to for several days. Temperatures will top out today at about 89. We'll have a chance for showers or thunderstorms today, and those will probably come later this evening. Take a complete look at our forecast and also your work week, which starts pretty hot. That's all coming up, Mario.
Chuck, thanks. New this morning, we're learning bones believed to be those of Caitlin Markham will be brought back to Ohio for further testing. Last week marked 3 years since Markham disappeared, and there's still no answer as to who killed the Fairfield woman. The 22-year-old vanished from her home in the early morning hours, but police don't think she had any intention of leaving because she left behind her purse, keys, and her dog. Her body was found a year and a half later in a wooded area in Cedar Grove, Indiana. Markham's death is being considered a homicide, but there's been no word on how she died. A former foster mom admits to 4 counts of rape and avoids decades of prison time. Colerain Township police say Barbara Brooks assaulted 4 children she was babysitting between 2000 and 2007. She entered a guilty plea and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. She faced as much as 40 years behind bars. After Brooks is released, she'll be on parole as a sex offender. We're staying on top of the social worker strike in Butler County. Tomorrow afternoon, Butler County Administrator Charles Young will be holding a press conference to talk about the county's perspective on this strike. Social workers hit the picket lines Monday after contract talks over wages broke down. At issue, about $1 million difference in pay. Butler County Children's Services oversees about 450 foster children. Switching gears now, good food and good music. Those are 2 of the main attractions taking place this year at the Taste of Blue Ash. 9 on Your Side reporter Shannon Kettler is live out there this morning to tell us what folks need to know before heading out.
Well, you know, a lot of us are used to paying with a debit or a credit card these days, but this year the Taste of Blue Ash is a cash-only event. So organizers have ATMs like this one set up throughout the event in case you need them. This year, dozens of restaurants are taking part, offering up a wide range of cuisines. Besides good food, folks can also enjoy free live music across 2 stages. Last night, Charlie Daniels Band entertained the crowd. Tonight's big acts, they include Toto and Michael McDonald. Today's event runs from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. and continues on Sunday. Now, another note, you are not allowed to bring coolers. We just heard Chuck talk about the high temperatures we're going to be seeing today, so they do have a number of drink booths set up, including shaved ice, which is always great on a hot day. Today's event again begins at 2 o'clock. You can find out all the details you need to know on our website at WCPO.com. Reporting live in Blue Ash, I'm Shannon Kettler, 9 on Your Side.
Well, this story might strike your interest. The village of Elmwood has nearly $250,000 worth of military weapons and equipment, but it only has 1 full-time police officer. The village just took possession of these used military vehicles, including this $244,000 personnel carrier. Village employees say the transport can't be driven on the village roads because it'll tear up the asphalt. Of concern to several residents, 19 M16 rifles that the police also got as military surplus.
As far as the guns, I would burn them, crush them up. They're no good. What good are they in Elmwood? You know, it's not a high crime area.
Well, we wanted to ask the village police chief why he would want so many high-powered weapons for such a tiny department, but he couldn't be reached for comment. Elmwood Place isn't alone in collecting military equipment. WCPO reporter Kareem El-Ghazar has an in-depth look at the surplus program and a list of what each community received. Right now you can find that on WCPO.com. Good news about Cincinnati and crime this morning. Homicides are down and arrests for murderers are up. Figures just released from the department show murders are down 6% compared to this time last year, but arrests for murders are up 55%. Northern Kentucky could get their own streetcar. Two leaders are exploring that idea. Covington Mayor Sherry Caron and Newport City Commissioner Beth Fennell say it's time their cities start talking about getting their own streetcar. Construction for Cincinnati's streetcar is already well underway. Mayor Caron told us about an hour ago that it's important the two sides of the river be connected. Tonight, you can help local vets take the trip of a lifetime. It's a concert to benefit Tri-State Honor Flight. It's from 6 to 10 at the home of the Brave Park on Lebanon Road in Sims Township. It's free to get in. You can enjoy some great music and food. All proceeds go to Tri-State Honor Flight. The organization takes local vets to D.C. to see their memorials, and they get to go for free. This weekend, the Independence firefighters are collecting money for Muscular Dystrophy Association. It's the Fill the Boot campaign. You may have heard of it. They'll be at Route 17 at Harris Pike. That's right by Simon Kenton High School, and also at Bristow at Mount Zion. They'll be out there from 3 to 6 tonight and from 11 until 2 tomorrow afternoon. Today, there's also an event to offer a helping hand to anyone struggling with heroin addiction, or if you know someone who is, this may help them as well. It's called Heroin Recover for You. It's at the Asylum Museum and Institute on Victory Parkway. The block party style event starts today at 4. There will be some resources with information on detox, rehab, and recovery. It was started by Rose Ann Breesley, who lost her son, James Barton, to a heroin overdose. Today, you and your family can learn how to be a better prepared member of society for a disaster. U.S. Bank and the American Red Cross, they're teaming up to teach you how to prepare for the worst. It's from 10 until 2 this afternoon at the Red Cross on Dana Avenue. You'll hear from more than 30 agencies about how they respond during a crisis. Plus, you'll be able to see firsthand demonstrations on how to be prepared. Comedy and beer, a perfect combination, right? Well, two great things that are combined at the annual Brouhaha event along the river. More than 50 comedians will take the stage. This weekend, you can also try more than 120 different types of beers. 20,000 people are expected at this weekend's event. The best part? It's free and open to the public. We are following a developing story in Washington state this morning. Authorities there are working tirelessly to determine just how many people were affected by flash floods and mudslides. A section of one state highway still closed this morning. Right now, officials are saying the severe weather damage destroyed 10 homes. Some homes left with 2 feet of mud inside. So far, no reports of any injuries. And a massive march is set for today in Staten Island for the man who died after a chokehold by an NYPD officer. Eric Garner's younger sister displayed the T-shirt the protesters will be wearing. It has the simple message, "It stops today." Garner died last month when police arrested him on suspicion of selling loose cigarettes on Staten Island streets. Garner was black, the officer white. The medical examiner ruled his death a homicide caused by that chokehold, which is banned under police policy. Garner's sister says at least 15,000 people are expected at that march today.